everyone, welcome back. We're doing Metroid Fusion tonight. As I said, this is going to be my second run for the channel and on Twitch. The last time I did it was my first clear on a physical cartridge. In fact, we have two. And for all intensive purposes, we're going to make use of that file for this mini-series. So let us start back over from the beginning. I have just doing a little stuff on the side. Okay. Oh, that's right. This doesn't just go by itself. Unlike Super Metroid, which does. +1 for the Super Nintendo game. Ding! And if you if you're wondering about that tonight, yes, I saw it. I'm mostly indifferent to it, actually. I like how they were able to somehow avoid everything. One of the I felt like was the thing that was somewhat the major thing for that character. I may go further into detail, but in case you're not reading the stuff on screen, this game takes place technically after Other M, which I have just recently done prior. My mind's blanking already. And I assume due to some of the things Samus did in Other M, she ended up being tasked to help out with a research team to SR388 to study life forms, because I think they were looking at why the Metroids did well on the planet. Transported HQ. During the journey, the X multiplied within, corrupting the areas of the power suit. I can't wait for Dread, because this, from what it appears in one of the, I think the developer report for Dread right before the Treehouse event at E3, it showed what almost looked like a re-up version of this scene. And this scene looks gorgeous, originally. And you may notice, I am once again using, I am using the Game Boy player, which is my original cartridge of the game. So if you're used to seeing Fusion, you know there's some issue. This seems a little darker if you've played anything with, say, some emulators. Specifically, if you have the 3DS Ambassador program or the Wii U, you know it's a lot brighter. It's a little darker than normal. That's because during its portation, they screwed with the gamma to make it look good, and the original GBA filter, the original GBA version is darker and grittier, setting the theme a little better. Something I feel like a remaster will fix real quick. But to go back to the story, during the expedition at SR-388, they encounter one of the Hopper type enemies that are there, and once Samus puts it out of its misery, we'll avoid the 4-letter word for now. A floating organism came out of it and bonded with her. It was absorbed by her and her suit randomly. On the way back from SR-388 to the station above, the parasite had multiplied and put her unconscious, causing the ship to run straight into the asteroid field. And that is how the Super Metroid ship / the Metroid 2 ship is destroyed. And they had to use a Metroid vaccine to essentially remove the parasites from her body because she somehow survived the ship explosion. And her power suit somehow was not completely destroyed, causing this, her to absorb most of the X-parasites, but put in the vaccine, scene of Metroid DNA, they had to surgically remove the suit. And that is something I can't wait for Dread's version of this cutscene this story scene to be, because the fusion suit looks all sinewish. Like it's biological. For those who don't know, at least specifically both I think Prime and Other M do this, the suit is technically partially an energy field that she conjures. That is also partially some bit bioorganic, because the suit is able to evolve on its own. So I learned that an unexplained explosion rocked the station. For some reason, this awoke a nameless fear in my heart. And now I'm being sent there to investigate. Will be overseen by my new ship's computer. Following the commands of this blunt computer CEO is something I have to bear, as it was a condition of my taking the ship. For someone who dislikes taking order, this is the second time I've found myself. Which, as of Other M, we know, Adam. Technically the second time, because at the time of this game it was the second time. Now it's the third time. The second time was obviously Other M. The first time was when she was actually in the Army, the Federation's Marine Corps, under Adam's initial command. The next one being the next Adam, and the Other M encounter with Adam, and now here's the third, with obviously Dread having the fourth encounter. The cause of the explosion is as yet unclear. Well, it's the quarantine bay. I assume you are still unable to use most of your latent abilities. Don't forget that, Samus. Stop at the navigation room for... Yes. Any objections would be better. Okay. And with the start menu, you may notice something similar to Zero Mission. It does tell you on a completed save file where things are in a certain sector. There are actually, unlike Zero Mission, I think it's the entire game, not the full sector. Because there are definitely not 32 power bombs in this one sector. Okay. A little stiffer than I remember. I'm also playing with the control stick on my Nintendo GameCube controller, so that's a little on the weird side. Biosigns have been confirmed. And that's never a good sign if there are biosigns after an explosion. Ooh. This does not look good. Everything's cracked. Actually, this up here looks like claw marks. Okay. Give me oh, it was a hopper infected by an X parasite. Oh no. And this technically the earlier cutscene did establish that Metroids were the I'm gonna do this natural predators of the X parasites. We know that if you know modern lore, you know that's not true. That they are not natural. The X can mimic its prey. Any specimen could have hosted it. Security sensor scanned 1. The gelatinous X parasites invade and rapidly produce, killing the host creature. They also absorb DNA and use it to mimic the host. But that is something. As of the stuff they've shown in Dread. So, I should note that if you're looking to keep spoilers out for Dread, may not want to, because I'm going to be discussing some small spoilers, at least to the beginning. Or at least theories to the beginning. Similar to how Metroid Prime 1 started, Samus starts, apparently will start her journey in, on Planet ZDR and Dread with the Varia suit and other mandatory abilities. Certain other abilities. Don't know what they are. Probably including the Morph Ball, probably Morph Ball bombs, maybe a Power Bomb. What is known is that she is equipped with the Super Missile, and that she ends up losing it all. However, the difference is that it is not the fusion suit at all. It is almost this in-between power suit. Because it has some of that sinew, some of the blue parts that would make up the fusion suit. And the cutscenes, the revamped version of this cutscene that they showed during the developers thing, shows that that's how the fusion suit looks, is sinew, almost like that, like living sinew type material covered by stuff. Yeah. Second navigation room. Because HQ has now downloadable weapons data. Okay, I got my missiles. Finally, I can mess some things up with missiles. That's good. 20%. There is a survivability probability counter in the game. But that leads a lot of people to believe that depending on how long it's been since fusion, the suit is now truly organic and can regrow itself. However, it is still energy-based because Samus can, in fact, still turn the suit off. She can still technically have the suit not existent. Okay. Please tell me I don't have to talk to Adam again. Hey, Q. Give me my missiles. Now I'll go down and save. Because I've gone through this entire portion without saving. And trust me, well, I like... This game is still probably not my favorite. But it's definitely feeling a lot better than it once did. Electrical interference has knocked out the elevators on the main deck. This may be related to the X. I'll work on it. As for you, try finding another way to the target. Lovely. Hope your new missiles work. Don't. Special type of X parasite. Color is the color is your indicator. Only hope. Don't hesitate to use them. Could have given me the charge beam. Come on. Charge beam is in fact better. In my opinion. I always prefer the charge beam to missiles. At least when it comes to common fodder. Okay, now over here, missile. And I do run, at least the opening hours of this game are somewhat ingrained. To me, because this for a long time was what I was used to. Okay. Don't think there is anything here. Oh, wait. I'm looking for a certain thing that I can't even do. I just realized that. I'm trying to do stuff for an item I don't even have. Okay, first missile tank. Second missile tank. Oh. I hate this section because you have so many of these, This guy just keeps respawning. Okay. And the red parasite. Thank God. Okay. First energy tank. There is technically a second one. There we go. There we go. Okay. That was a waste. I don't care. E-tank. Okay. First boss isn't too difficult. Because it is technically round 2 with the Arachnus. Okay. Okay, he didn't do the fire breath. I'm trying not to waste the missiles because we do need the missiles for phase 2. Because technically in this game, every boss has a phase 2. A main boss phase and the Core X phase. Core X phase is easier to maneuver for and not take damage. And get some heals. And but only that phase is only weak to the missile. I think this is the first game to have that type of thing. Can't go back up because you could technically, if you missed something down here, strictly speaking, a certain energy tank. Yeah, this is just a recharge room. Good for later if you have it already restored. Because you don't get access to a different one later. And now we can go home, right? No, unfortunately not. Too many X parasites. Come on, X. Why did you have to have the Sigma virus go out of control? Come on. Actually, you can hit a certain room up here, if I remember correctly. I don't know if it's... Maybe not, because, I think the wall, the entirety of the wall needs to be torn down. It's as I feared. The breeding environments have been invaded by the X-parasites and several abnormalities on biosensors. It's a simulation of SR388's ecosystem. Yes. I'm not sure, but I think that whoever allowed the X into the environment may also be linked to the earlier explosion. Oh, it's time for the thing I am dreading. Also, don't go into that left room or you will take damage. You will take immediate damage, and not in the way you'd expect to be taking immediate damage from. Because in other games, you didn't have to worry about that. Oh, God. Down the elevator shaft. I need to turn this off so that it doesn't keep going off later tonight. As I do this. But yeah, that face of this mysterious figure has always given me nightmares. When I was younger. I first played this game when I was like 2nd grade, so about 7, 8 years old. Yeah, it was not a fun time. I mean, I also had issues with later, a couple of years later when it came to the Beatles and Prime. I think I went over that. But there will be more attempts later to go over that story again. The main elevator leading to the access shaft has been severely damaged. It will be totally unusable for some time. Some unknown agent is at work. Certainly not human. But we saw what it was. It's something using the original power suit. Your power suit at full blast. So technically, in that term, Samus is not human. In the eyes of other humans. Is your objective clear? Yes. $25 missiles. Not my... Still better than where I could be. Oh, and unlike Zero Mission, you cannot look at another sector. Nope, you cannot. Is that a blue door? No, it's a green door. So that is 2 areas off. Okay, first breeding chamber. I think while it's doing that, or as you take this thing out, you can technically see a GameCube. Which slightly makes sense because in one of the later things, I don't think for this game, but okay, this one? Yep. I can't do the bottom one. Ow. Ow. Can I survive in this room? I can. Why do I ask that? Just this. I want that missile tank. Okay, 30 missiles. That's good for later. Unfortunately, no recharge rooms. We're at that point in the game. Ow. Ow. Why does this hurt so much? Give me that. Ow. Yes, that does do touch damage. Okay, hang on. How is it mimicking the mechanical things? Because they'll make a point later that it can't. It's technically not supposed to be able to do that. Can't go down there yet because we are missing items. This room is you stand on this one and fire. Oh! Ugh. Oh, I don't get to that one till later, huh? Oh. Give me that. Ow. I'd never liked the opening hours in this game. Give me that. And I believe this game it's only only one room to respawn, so I gotta take advantage of that and at least get a couple more because you may have already saw it on the left hand side of the screen. But that eye door is on a thing, so I will need health. I don't care, and after it dies, but I will need some health. Oh. I didn't realize 3 more came. Ah. I didn't realize this room was that actually this programmed. I probably will farm a little more because, ow, ow. Things don't become comfortable till later, unfortunately. Ah, as stated, things don't become comfortable till later. Ow. Because unlike, say, other games where you technically have multiple power-ups or ammo refills, especially when it comes to energy. One, that is partially one reason, because in Zero Mission you have the small, then you have big. Big always healed about 30 units of health. Small was only ever 5. This game it's right about slightly in between about 20, maybe 30 still. But you also take like a half like 50% more damage, unlike Zero Mission. By the way, these guys can shoot, in fact, shoot acid. Okay, I should be good, especially for the boss, because the boss is easy. Yeah. 2, 3. Fully healed now. Huh. Haha. Oh! I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. I wasn't expecting to be slippery today. We're going the cheap method with this boss. Especially after all those screw-ups. 4 missiles kills him. And there we go. We have Charge Beam, meaning I have 2 other abilities. Technically, we have the best item in the game. Up until it's a Beam Core. And why is that? Well, let us get to the next area. Why is there something here? Ah. Oh. For 2 reasons. One, the charge beam now has, or normal beam has 2 shot, technically 2 layers to the shot, which is important, meaning you're hitting twice as powerful now. So some common enemies will now go down faster. 2, you get the spin attack, the pseudo screw attack, and last but not least, you have and yes, I am attacking through the thing with the charge beam. Oh, no, I'm sorry. It only heals 10. I was getting like 30. 3. That's right, I was getting 3 of them. Okay, save room because we just came up across a boss and won. Because we have to do that. Oh. What? I didn't. Pull yourself up, Samus. I want that missile. Sure, why not? I do this all the time. I honestly do that. Save multiple times all the time. Now, will I be doing 100%? Technically, I can. Because I am not blocked by the initial thing about beating the game. Which is, if you're playing on a non-completed file, if you hit any navigation room, you are locked out of the lower areas. Which I can still technically do the normal way. And that took 2 shots. Why? Because the charge beam does work here. Is one reason. 2, the second reason is the charge beam has this... I'll show it off when opening this door. There's that little like slash thing of what appears to be exhaust coming out. I assume due to the fact that if you ever see art of the fusion suit, you see that the arm cannon is also not in its original state. So I assume it can't use the full original pellet blast that it could once do. And because of that, most of the power of the charge beam is actually diminished in the firing of the gun. So there is that exhaust flame that pops out. And that exhaust flame does damage. Does in fact do damage on enemies. So if you think an enemy is too strong because it took a charge beam to the face, try getting up close. In particular, Sector 2 Tropical Habitat. Just that with the help of our unseen saboteur, He or it may be in tropical now. I'll brief you at the tropical navigation room. It is definitely tropical. And technically, if you had the ability to get around things, you could technically sequence break here. However, they saw through that. Any objections, lady? You knew I wouldn't disagree. That was just his way of noting our trust. So technically, no is the correct answer, because if you say yes or have a thumbs up, you'd have issues. You would have an objection. Phoenix Wright, sit down. You're not getting into Smash, I'm sorry. Oh, that was a fun thing earlier. The identity of our mystery saboteur. It's an X mimicking you. The SAX or Samus Aran X. The SAX came from the capsule containing your infected parts in Quarantine Bay and used the power bomb. The capsules contain all the X that started this disaster. Our biggest worry right now, the SAX is mimicking Samus at full power. And you can't face it. If you see the SAX, just run. Because you are still very vulnerable to cold, an unexpected side effect of the Metroid vaccine. You can be frozen by an ice beam. Of course, the SAX is armed with the ice beam, so stay away. Says they have bomb data ready in the data room. Bombs will help you find a way out if the SAX traps you. But it's sealed by a level 1 hatch. You'll have to find the security room and release the level 1 locks, but per safety protocols, it's not marked on the map. Well, I wonder why one of the rooms in the current sector is a U-turn. That's a dead giveaway. It would be one thing if it was off the map. It is technically marked on the map. Later ones will be on extra rooms. And here we have the most dangerous enemy. These insects hurt, especially later in the game, when you have your higher level suits that protect you at your standard intervals of half and then half more. And yes, it did take, what was it? I was at full health when I got hit by it, so it took a good 35 points of damage off my health bar. Yeah, these guys are not to be trifled with. And if you see me turning every so often, despite just walking up, that is the fact that I'm using an analog stick in a 3D environment, in a 2D environment. Slightly. Or more so the fact that I keep swapping between the analog stick and the GameCube controller's dinky D-pad. Because I used to play most GBA games with just the D-pad. Ow. A lot of enemies hurt in this area. Hurt. And there's energy tanks in the near future. Which is good. Oh, that's a thing, though. Is there a save room before a certain encounter? So I don't want to have to redo a certain boss again. Okay, we are in this room. And we killed that guy real quick. Because I forgot he even existed there. Oh, the data room. Give me my bombs. But we won't be able to go fast enough to meet our saboteur now. But we will definitely run into it later. Trust me, we will definitely see. I assume that is an X-Parasite version of the one enemy from, Metroid 1, because that's not an enemy type in, and technically, these guys are also, are technically Super Metroid, so Zebus, still Zebus inhabitants. So, especially after a certain other game, it's kind of, how would you put it? Off-putting? It would seem very off-putting that there's a lot of Zebus-styled enemies here. Okay, we must go up. I believe it's this block. Yep. There we go. Nope. Sit here. It is. So at this point, I am probably not going to worry too much about my missiles when it comes to fighting. Because while the charge beam is good, I can the missiles are easier to get out faster, especially in some of the later tight instances. Okay. Okay. All the way down here. And then I think there's another room of round of these guys. Is that a bombable block? No, it is not. And if you're wondering, nope, too far. Oh, it's a hopper. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Gimme. There we go. Full. And if I remember correctly... Oh, I could have sworn that was an E-tank, but it's not. Bomb block. Which is technically the safer method. Using pickings enemies. Yep. And yes, I could have sworn that hitbox was touching me. I'm not going to question it right now. We don't need to fight. Just roll under here. And this is our lower area. Save room. Or our first lower save room. Oh, God. This room is, I believe, yeah. Not necessary just yet. Will it become important later, probably? Nope. Please, nope. Okay. Over this way. Down here is our objective. Hopper's fine, and those don't drop any enemy, like mandatory stuff. And if you're wondering, no, we can't go up here. That is a power bomb. We don't have those. Okay, here's my safe room. It's actually before, so I might show that off if I don't have enough health. I need would be one thing if I had 5 energy tanks. Oh. I think I skipped the energy tank, so I guess I won't be doing that. And no, I'm not referring to that one. Okay. Idor luck. And yes, the charge beam can kill the Idor in one hit. You need 3 missiles. Oh, it's you. I know the nickname for you because... Okay. Okay. Could have sworn it's supposed to land on top of you. It's not doing that. It's off to the sides, and I'm not... Oh! Okay. Corner. This is just gonna take a little bit because I am not good at positioning, apparently. Can't suck. Can't get you up in it anymore. Okay. There we go. Later ones will take a good minute or so. A couple later ones will take a good minute or so, unfortunately. Having high jump is so lovely. Oh, but these guys have, hardened, I guess is the correct term. I don't have my soundboard. Or the sounds that I would typically use for this, because, there is a sound I'd like to use for an upcoming one. I just haven't reset it yet. Ow. I wonder where the, oh. That was close. But if you want a sneak peek or how the SAX works here, you can technically run into it. I think it's technically under an immunity protocol in the game. I think there's another one later if you have, either A, screw attack, or B, or B, gravity suit. Also, that room is a reference to where you're going next. Or, no, it's this one. You can't do that room. Till later, though. Not there. Okay. I think someone forgot you can't bomb jump in this game. In development. So yeah, that is part of that guy's strategy, is technically to do that. Bomb here. Missile tank. I'm already at 70. So, I'm at 11 out of the 48. Game. And while everything's not doing anything here. Because this is not where the shortcut is. Oh, I have spring ball now. So yeah, you have to have missiles there, or bomb. I forget now that I have the spring ball. Hello. Goes obviously the last game I played was well, the last two games I played when it came to 2D were Super Metroid. High Jump and Spring Ball were split, and I've been playing Samus Returns on my own time. High Jump and Spring Ball are split. But if you were to trigger the lower fight with the SAX, it will freeze you. It will do about 5 tanks of damage with the ice beam, and then it will finish you off with a super missile. So it treats you like a Metroid. I will not be showing that off. It would have been one thing if it was right there. It's still early on, and that's not really mattering to later. Releasing the security lock may have been a bad idea. Well, I wouldn't have said that. The water environment in Sector 4, with several thousand X. The SAX slipped in easily, showing multiple irregularities. I'll brief you in the navigation room when you arrive. Is your objective clear? The SAX, an enemy with my strongest abilities. But does it have reason? The SAX is me, only heartless. Not meaning a proven fact for potentially a later segment. We will not be doing much here other than getting to a certain boss. I'm probably gonna end the stream once we finish Sector 4. This sector has taken more damage than expected. We're powerful and destructive, but still. This seems to be purposeful. But the SAX has a high degree of intelligence. Especially this SAX. But I digress. It is capable of moving and attacking at ultra high speeds. The more senseless attributable to Ceres. Released it, but I can't be sure why yet. Has returned often to the breeding tank here. Must be to go back to it periodically. Specimen, but you have been authorized to terminate it. If you don't, it may invade other sectors. Be careful. Some broken power nodes may have electrified the water. Yay! Adversely affect the station. Sure. As if it won't happen later and not affect anything in the slightest. For the most part. But we are, in fact, about to hear one of my... Oh. I forgot to turn that up a bit because of issues with Final Fantasy VI. There we go. Game audio should be a little bit on the louder end. The surround speakers for my PC are making this game sound wonderful. And I mean, this game has a gorgeous soundtrack for what it does, and it does it well. Though I never hear anybody bring this sector up. This is probably my second favorite sector besides probably main Sector 1. Something about that seemed a little awkward. I almost felt like the game was expecting me to do something right there. And do it really quickly. However, we can get this item now. Because if we try going over here... we can't. It is fall-through blocks. I wonder what could cause that. Maybe we're not supposed to go up this way. Okay. Ow. Be careful right around here. Because there are fall-through blocks, and I am missing an item up here. Meaning, there it is. Good thing we just saved. I am not sure what is causing that, unfortunately. Maybe it might be the, maybe the cartridge isn't sitting right. It's sitting right enough to play for a bit, but then it has issues. Okay, so we just have to redo that all over again. That's fine. It's not like it's the SNES restarting. Trust me. That because resetting the SNES makes me a little scared because that. Yeah. Okay. So that is in fact the issue. So that, in fact, probably just startup stuff. That was, in fact, weird. But it proved my theory that I was probably not sitting right. And specifically this area. Because it did that before the stream started, too, but I didn't think much of it because I hit restart and it lasted an hour. So, must have just not been sitting right when I first put it in. Ow. Get back here. Give me my health. Man, these things hurt. Thankfully, I do know where the, we're about to hit E-Tank number 5 here. I know that much. Because this is the sector where you get E-Tank number 5. Actually, I think you get E-Tanks number 5, 6, 5, and 6. But there are... according to the map, there are 20 E-Tanks. I bet it's mostly for the beginning portion. I think we can't do anything to our south yet because we don't have the right item. To the south, the bottom right, because the bottom right, I believe, is a different item. Waste the missiles. There's another safe room. Did that seriously miss me? And this way is Oh, look, our the energy tank I was just referring to. Oh, but we can't get out. But man, is that not in the right spot? Ooh. I think we're capped. I think that is our cap. Hang on. Yep. 80 out of 80 missiles. That is something. I'm never capped. In a Metroid game, I'm almost never capped. I think the only game where I'm maybe capped at the missile cap is Prime 1. Because you can kill almost every boss without using missiles. Man, those merged way too quickly. Okay. How did that happen? I wanted that. Okay. Oh. Man, I just barely caught that. You don't actually have to open that block. The game forgot you had Spring Ball. There is another item this way, if I remember correctly. Maybe not. Maybe it's just to tell you which way you're supposed to go. Just me. I don't remember. However, this is, I think, still the last game to have... Ooh. The blocks that you technically can't shoot. You need to use at least one other power-up. Hold on. I think almost... That one always homes. I never know what happens there. It always feels like that specific one homes. Attacks. Attack always homes. However, save room. Why is this for boating? Normally save rooms were right before a bot. Oh. Oh god. Honestly, a boss I would love. An enemy, though, I'm gonna wish came back. Okay, we're tanking. Ow. Gimme. This boss, what we're about to come across, is in fact one of the rare few enemies. I don't remember. I don't know this one's pattern. Okay. Ow. Okay. Oh. Oh god. Ow. Just had to get your last hit in. Yeah, this guy does 30 no matter what what happens. This is just a bad run. Okay. Oh, I did it first try. I technically still did it in the first round, but ow. But just because we dealt with Ceres does not mean we are done. Not in the slightest, unfortunately. Back over here. Okay. We're gonna have a little fun. If I can time it right. This always happens every once in a while. Okay. And there goes all the health I had stored. Well, if you're wondering where to go next, do not head back to the nav room. Because you're just going to be sent back out here anyways. Or at least close. And yes, I sometimes forget the charge beam trick. I don't know if that would work. I think it... No, don't. Never mind, don't. At least not right now. Okay. Start from here and start firing. I am fabulous with the Shine Spark. Oh. Missile tank. Just so you know, you can just fire straight up. Well. Ow. Something screams Kraid. Or something... Kraid makes me scream something here. Unfortunately, in this game, there is still no Morph Ball Shine Spark. Which is the best Shine Spark in the game. In Zero Mission. By far. Well, can't. Didn't get lucky with that gold enemy. Ah, okay. Well, there's an item there. Power bomb. Please don't. Oh. Gimme. I'll at least get to the next area, because I know which area it at least is to save, but I'm not going to do that tonight. Because I think we've done decently here. Finished most of what no. Said we'll do that later. We finished at least what I would be consider is the main campaign. At this point, I think we are at least a third of the way through. Let's see. Trying to see when I last did this and how long things went. So, all put together, the sessions took about roughly 4 hours for me to complete. Fusion. Now, granted, I could do that all in one night. I'm not. As if it's blocking your recovery. Intentionally. Sector 3 Pyre. After getting what you need, you must find the data room, though, for Sector 2 doors versus Sector 4. I wonder where the next door will lead after. Speed booster. I love you so. You just get things moving so fast, and I really don't need a run button for you to trigger you. Because it just feels natural, and it just starts boosting just randomly. Thankfully, the X have not invaded this area yet. The data room is here sealed by yet another security hatch. In order to download, you must find the security room here and activate level 2 hatches. Allow the SAX and parasites into the area, but we are left with no choice. Your recovery is our only option at this point. And avoid the ultra-heated areas. Your suit can't take such high temperatures yet, but we're working on it. Super missile data is ready. Your firepower will triple. Yay! You're giving me that this early? I haven't even gotten the Varia suit yet, and you're giving me super missiles. That is a bad idea, Adam. Or is it at this point where she started calling the computer Adam? Well, actually, yeah, I think that was, I think just on the way down the main elevator, or down, down or up, elevator 1, sector 1's elevator. But anyways, that is going to be it for tonight's session of Metroid Fusion. I am planning on streaming Fusion again tomorrow night. Probably right around the same time. To just have some enjoyment as the night. Because I'm also trying to get this out before Dread. Done before Dread again. But yeah, at least the opening hours is definitely a lot more interesting to do now. And that's for sure. Because the main reason why I'm doing this game again, so and more relatively soon than normal, is to see how much my opinion on the game has changed since I last played. The last couple times I have played it, especially since the last time I played it, it was oh god, 2019 was the last time I played it. Obviously we're playing that cartridge, and that was I didn't care for it because I wasn't doing this game has just never fully clicked with me. There's some things I like the Ceres boss fight, and there's some things I definitely don't like. So I'm seeing if maybe now if I'm used to a lot more of the games and some time has passed, that maybe my past grudges may no longer really care, especially since I'm playing it again for the first time again since beating it. So, anyways, thank you all for stopping by and watching. And I will see you tomorrow for some more for my next new playthrough, and I'll see you tonight for some more Metroid Fusion. Maybe 100%. We'll see. That will extend my game time by half an hour at most. So we'll see. But anyways, as always, and as I was saying, thank you for watching. This is Cody60 signing off. Take care. Bye.